call me crazy, but I'm against Uber Eats, DoorDash, all those. 2 reasons. One, the fees that they take is astronomical. They take 30% of my order that I'm making. So I got my guys making the order, I'm buying the meats, and they take 30%, which is more than my profit is. Yeah. That's number one. The second thing is, I feel like these big companies don't back you up. Let's just say, for instance, you buy something on Uber Eats, you say, I don't feel like paying for this. They're not for the people that sell.
They're not
stuff.
eating that
right.
That charge.
Right.
You're eating.
I'm eating.
They just
charge.
pass it back, so they have no skin in the game. This episode of Staying Hungry is brought to you by Vincent's Clam Bar, the maker of Vincent's Sauce, a Long Island institution for over 40 years.
Varieties include vodka sauce, tomato sauce in mild, medium, and hot, and marinara. These bold flavors can be purchased at the restaurant or at local retailers, including Walmart.
Restaurant quality, straight from the jar.
Welcome to Staying Hungry. Today's guest is Joe from Mario's Meats and Artie. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
So Mario's Meats is located in Queens.
Middle Village, Queens.
Middle Village, Queens, yeah. What's the address? 7555
Metropolitan Avenue in Middle Village.
Gotcha. And Joe, your father started the business over 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In 1982.
Okay. Your family are immigrants?
Immigrants, yes.
Yeah.
My father came here when he was 15. My mom she was baby, maybe like 2 years old when she came.
Okay. He came here to give a better life to his family, as many immigrants did, right? How did he get into the butcher business, if deli butcher?
Yeah, so we come from a long line of butchers. All my dad's cousins and family were butchers. When he came from Italy, he did try school. Those days, it wasn't as up to date as it is now. Like helping kids who don't speak the language and, trying to teach them English. It was go to school. He didn't know what to do. He didn't understand anything. So
figure it out.
So there was a local butcher that was close to his house, and he just went there and started doing deliveries at first. His cousin wound up opening a butcher in Glendale, which is not far from where he was living. Went to work there and just took a liking to the business, and then worked for him for a couple of years. Learned everything he needed to know about the trade. And then in 1982, I was 1 year old, 1-year-old kid, and he opened up, found a spot in Middle Village. It was a German butcher shop, and came available, and the rest is history.
And the shop has been there ever since?
Shop has been there ever since. He did expand in 1999. The building next door became available. There was fresh pasta and a deli next door. So he started in a small little spot. He was doing very well and said, you know what, let's open up. At that time, I had just graduated high school. And he said, what do you think we do deli and meat? I said, you know what, let's do it. Let's give it a shot. So bought the building next door, and that's the same spot we've been since.
Wow. And Artie, were you and Joe's father friends? Were you together prior, or?
No. Actually, the mozzarella guy, I used to work for Spinelli's, and the mozzarella guy used to deliver to us too. So he said that Mario's looking for a butcher.
Okay.
So I had a little rough time with the place out of Spinelli's because the father passed away and the son took over, and it started going downhill. So I said, let me go take a shot. I went up there. I went on a Wednesday to go, he wanted to test me out. So he liked the way I cut meat, and he told me, come in.
And this was for Joe's father?
Joe's father, yeah.
Artie was actually my dad's last hire before he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha. And I'm sorry for your,
and the best.
For your loss.
Here
we go.
Last in
here it comes.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. Bout started. So, and Joe, so it's fair to say you grew up in the business.
Oh, yeah.
You were a kid. I would imagine there's pictures of you as a small child.
Oh, yeah. 11, 12 years old. You start from the bottom. I thought, it's my dad's place. We're going to go in there and I'm going to start rocking. No. You start from the bottom. You do deliveries, you do cleanup boy, you do stock. There's a lot of disgusting jobs in our business, cleaning out the meat trays and all that. So that's where we started from. And, just growing up in it, I always took a liking to cooking. So when he opened up the deli part, that was kind of like my thing. But he always told me, you want to be a part of this business, even if it's not going to be full time, you got to know everything. You have to know the ins and outs of every part of this business.
And did you live relatively close to?
Oh yeah, we always lived
on top of the store.
Not that close. We were 3 blocks away. When we had moved to Middle Village after he bought the business, I was 3 blocks away. So riding my bike to the shop was real easy.
Well, you brought up like a good point in the intro, saying like, oh, when you graduated high school is when you went to expansion, and you're like, oh, my dad came to me and brought it up, and it was like, there's usually unique father-son or parent-child relationships that some parents are very like wanting to bring them in and share it, and then other ones are like, I'm the boss, you're the worker. Well, and there's it's
what I think I seen both sides of it. The generation, I think, that they were brought up in being immigrants, they always wanted better for the kids. So none of their family had ever went to college, did any of that. So when I was growing up, it was always college. Gotta go to college. Even though he liked that I was there, liked that I was watching his back, there was always that in the back of his head. So I did go to college.
What'd you study?
I wanted to go into making commercials. So I always had that like...
Took up space.
Yeah, actually, you know what? It's working now with the social media, so I think that's where it's coming from.
It's come full circle.
It's come full circle, but that's what I was going for, and I just realized I was wasting his money. Like, signed myself out one day, went to the registrar office, I went home, and I just gave him the paper.
Did you go to a local college?
I went to St. Francis in Brooklyn.
Okay. You didn't go out of state?
Didn't go out of state. No. And just signed myself out one day, went home. They were not happy. Just put it that way. And then I figured, okay, you're a young kid. You're going to give me a little time off, figure things out. Oh, no. The next morning, it was 6 o'clock. He got up to go to the market. He said, let's go.
A couple hours was the time off.
Oh, yeah, that was my time off. This is what you're choosing. This is what we're doing. And we're going to work.
Wow. And then what year was that, Artie, that you joined?
I think I came in, I think it was 2004. 2004, I think it was. Okay. It was like in the summertime. He tried me out. I left out of Manila as I came to him. He tried me up on a Wednesday. He liked the way I cut meat. And I turned around and told him, I said, Mario, I said, I just left the other place. I said, let me finish off this month. It was like the middle of the month. And I said, and I'll come in. He goes, no, finish off the week. He says, and come in Monday. So I said, okay, no problem. He was a sweetheart. He was a real nice guy. Yeah.
Ever challenging at the time that Joe was next in line to his father's business, that ultimately he's the boss? Or
no. I respected everything. I'm just a worker. I went in, did my job, got along with everybody, had a good time.
Because that could be a real struggle for.
Yeah. Well, you said it. The place that you were at.
Yeah. The other place I was at, I was there for 20 years. But what happens is, sometimes when a business goes out of business and the son takes over, the father passed away. The father was a sweetheart. He was known all over the place. He had the place was a gold mine. The son took over. He started going to the restaurants, asking them for the money. The father always left a balance because they always bought a lot of meat. So he started going to the restaurants and telling them, I need the money. So they started losing the counts. Then me and him, he got rid of his brother. Then he got rid of his other brother. And then me and him we went off on it. And I had a graduation for my daughter. I told him 2 months before I was going to take that week off for my daughter's graduation. And that day, the week before that graduation, he told me, you can't go. I said, what do you mean I can't go? I said, it's my daughter's graduation. I have to go. So he ended up firing me, and he didn't give my vacation pay neither. And that's it. Then that's when I went up to his store. His father was looking for somebody, and he tried him out, and he liked the way I work.
Nice. So. And I guess before we got on the air here, that we talked about what is the store known today as? A pork store, a gourmet deli, both?
I think both. I think back in the day when you started this business, you were deli meat. That's what I remember it as, like cold cuts, couple sandwiches, some prepared stuff, and meat. So, I mean, when he first started, we were strictly meats. Butcher shop, just a couple cold cuts, and that's it. I took my love of cooking. When we first opened up the deli, my dad hired a really good chef. He was in there for a little while. My mom was in there, making her recipes, still doing it the old school way, doing little batches, not realizing, okay, we need to pick this up here and make bigger batches and stuff. But I would learn from all them, and now it's both. I want to say it's both.
Yeah. So how many years have you been in the business? 30ish.
I'm 44 now.
At least working there.
Well, full time I was 2001, full time. But from when I was 12 years old, I've been there. So that's
over 30 years.
32 years.
How has that neighborhood changed?
It absolutely has changed.
And have you had to change your offering because of the maybe the demographic of
the demographic change? We were mainly Italian, German neighborhood. Now we get all different parts of Europe.
Yes, yeah. Well, if one side of the side that we're on, if you go down there, it's like mostly Italian and mixed like Irish. But then if you cross like Metropolitan, go on the other side, it's like mixed Spanish, Irish,
Polish.
Different, Polish.
Yeah.
Different nationalities.
Yeah.
So.
And do those mix of ethnicities still have an appreciation for an old school butcher, deli?
Still, like a lot of the stuff that I don't even eat, like the organ meat and stuff like that. Like these different parts of Europe, they still come in for it now. So like you're not gonna go to a supermarket to find that stuff. You got to go to a smaller butcher shop, and if I don't have it, if they tell me about it, I'll get it for them. You know, so
yeah. And you guys do retail only or wholesale? Or?
We have some restaurant accounts now. We actually started a few years back shipping nationwide.
Okay.
So that's the main reason why I tried to take this social media. So we weren't getting as much of the walk-in traffic anymore. As the business was progressing, the neighborhoods were changing. And I think also the younger generation, the old school people used to come in and used to be an experience for them in the old school shops. They used to come in, used to talk with the people for an hour. How's your kids? How's your mom? How's your like they knew everything about it. The new school generation has zero patience. They just want to come in and get out. So they started changing, going to supermarkets, just grabbing stuff off a shelf because they were always on a run. So I was trying to figure out a way that I could get my old school clients who moved to Florida, who moved to Arizona, who moved to California, always telling me, please ship me stuff, please ship me stuff. Try to get them the stuff that they miss about New York. And we put it on social media, and once our social media started going up, and that's something that took off the past 2 years, especially. It's been rocking.
What do you tend to ship? Like what's
everything I have in the store, I ship.
Freezer.
We freeze it. Orders come in that day. We make the orders. We freeze them. Following day, we ship it out. Dry ice. They'll get it the next day by 2:00. So it's a 2-day process. But it's when you order, in 2 days you'll have the meat on your porch. But again, most stuff we sell regular times a year. The Italian sausage, something as simple as chicken cutlets. They say nobody out of New York knows how to slice chicken cutlets. So that's what we're shipping, And then holidays, the roast, because we're an old school butcher. We like to do it easy for everybody. I'll make the roast for you. All you got to do is get home and put it in the oven. The new places you go to, these Costco's and the supermarkets, it's never going to happen.
You're getting it in the shrink wrap.
Yeah, it's in the shrink wrap. You trim it. You can't talk to somebody, how long I got to cook it. Like we take the extra step for everybody.
You, I don't know if the right term, dry vac it?
We vacuum seal it, vacuum
yeah.
seal, freeze it, next day dry ice, and it's there by 3.
It comes with instructions sometimes, if it's like a roast?
Yeah, 100%. We put all the instructions in there with it, and it's good to go.
Wow. You find that as like being the big, like, intimidation a lot for certain people that come into the shop
the younger generation.
Yeah, like they know.
Yes. They'll come in with their notepad or they'll go in their notes in their phone, and I'll weigh it, tell them exactly temperature, different steps, what they should put on the bottom of the roast. Like they get scared. Like the kitchen is like their nemesis. It's
most people are used to like throwing stuff on a grill, but like how do I transition that to in the kitchen or in the oven?
And it's kind of weird that these kids never watch their parents do it, because the old school people.
Some parents now. I mean, we say it all the time. I mean, with these kids that play sports and activities, you just don't have the time to cook dinner like you used to. And that's probably where the prepared meals and stuff 100%. Like that is just skyrocketing, right?
Yeah, that's and even with now you have households where both parents have to work. Yeah. So where do they find the time? So, we're right by a train and a bus stop right in front of the shop. Women come off the bus, they come in, okay, give me a piece of lasagna, some meatballs, chicken cutlets, that's it, dinner served, ready to go.
Yeah.
And Joe, let's say the younger generation, as far as their placing orders, in their comfort, like meaning electronic, or they come in? Is it Uber drivers picking their stuff up, DoorDash? Or?
I have my own app. I'm against. I mean, call me crazy, but I'm against Uber Eats, DoorDash, all those. 2 reasons. One, the fees that they take is astronomical. They take 30% of my order that I'm making. So I got my guys making the order, I'm buying the meats, and they take 30%, which is more than my profit is. Yeah. That's number one. The second thing is, I feel like these big companies don't back you up. Let's just say, for instance, you buy something on Uber Eats, that day you say, I don't feel like paying for this. All they got to do is go on their app and say, oh, thing was damaged, thing that wasn't nice, late. They fully credit. They're not for the people that sell.
They're not
stuff.
eating that.
Right.
That charge.
Right.
You're eating.
I'm eating.
They just
charge.
pass it back, so they have no skin in the game.
So I feel like I paid for somebody to make my own app, and I take orders through my own app, which is what got us through COVID, actually, which was thank God we had that. And still old school telephone. But that's the 2 ways of going through it.
And the app, is it something that is a technology that you could sell to the marketplace? Have you ever given consideration in that capacity? Or
never thought of that.
Is this something privy to Mario's Meats? Like it's your...
Yeah, it's whatever I have in the shop. I broke down all the categories, raw meats,
can you
catering.
Talk about it? The name? Yeah. Please mention it.
It's just Mario's Meats and Deli in any app store. Apple, what's the other one? Android. It's got everything in there, and with that, I branched off to our website, which is the nationwide shipping. That's mariosmerch.com.
Okay.
So nationwide is that one, and it's all connected through there. It comes to the iPay like a regular DoorDash or an Uber Eats would do.
So if I place an order, whatever it is, you prepare it all, and then you have a driver.
I have my own delivery guys, my own delivery drivers that go out or pick up. Right. We have a certain radius, like 10 miles.
You just bypass the same experience
Right.
that you would do on DoorDash, but for your own.
And you know what? You're going to get some people say, oh, this wasn't right. But then it's up to my discretion.
Yeah, but it's in your control.
It's in my control.
We
Correct.
say it all the time with our business is that we control everything in our business except the delivery of the payroll.
Right.
Right. Where it's either FedEx or a third-party courier.
Right.
And that's what 90% of our issues are revolve around that part of the
what
business.
we can't control.
Right.
It's not our driver.
100%.
It's not our courier service.
Right.
FedEx is just like weather delay,
Right.
or something, and then you're like, oh well, how
now
do I fix
have
that?
to eat that. Right.
Yeah. Or I got to figure out how do I get them their checks,
Right.
or they got to pay their employees. They don't care about FedEx.
Right.
When it's like, oh, your Amazon, order that got moved from yesterday today, no one really cares.
Right.
But when it's something of importance or perishable,
Right.
then
Something
it's
like
a different story.
Same thing. People dealing with people's money or dealing with people's food. If that meat is on that truck for an extra day, it's done. So that $300, $400, $500 order.
It's your problem.
That's my problem. Correct.
Yeah. Does that happen a lot?
No. I think it's happened twice in these past couple of years that we've been doing it. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But we do UPS next day air.
Okay.
They've been on top of it for us. They come to the shop, pick up the orders for the day, and the next day people have the stuff. So it's been good.
An order ever not get there?
Not get there at all? No. We've gotten late orders that the people had to throw it away.
UPS guys are like,
That's what I was implying, because I'm laughing
got
because
two
you were saying
porterhouses in here.
Anthony, they were doing this skit, and the guy takes the pizza and then he starts driving. He starts eating it. So I was just thinking about a driver picking off, a roast and
taking off somebody's chicken cutlets with them.
making a barbecue or something like that. Yeah. You
Sure,
guys, you guys crack me up because you do a lot of social media, and I mean, I know someone said it to us recently, like love what you do and never work a day in your life. And is that how it feels to you guys? Like I feel like you've brought so much fun to a potentially dying industry, right. and you guys described how you revitalized it or maintained it, but
right.
I mean, where does all this come from, the social media stuff?
We started, I got to give credit. I don't give them credit very often. My wife, for 2 years, was telling me, you guys would be great on social media. Go on TikTok. Go on this. And I said, no. So one day.
What did she do?
She's a teacher. She's a stay-at-home mom now.
Oh, okay.
But she was always pushing me. Like me and him, we've always had the relationship. Even though I'm his boss, we would always mess around. Always mess around. People would come in. We mess with the people. We mess with each other. You know, it was always just fun. She's seen this and she kept pushing me to do it. I said, you know what? I'm not with the constantly doing. I'm not great with the phone editing and all that stuff. So there was a kid who I met through Fortunato Bakery, through my friend Biagio. Fortunato's in Brooklyn. He started using a kid that this is what he does. So he would go into the places, film, edit. So I said, give me his number. So the kid's name was Anthony. Sharada PR is the company name. He came in, I spoke with him. I said, listen, if I'm going to hire you, you're going to make my life easy. I'll come up with all the stuff that we got to do, but he said, don't worry, we'll take care of all that stuff for you.
Did he do a lot in food already, or?
Well, he was doing food places. He had a pizzeria in Brooklyn.
Fortunato.
He had Fortunato, the bakery, and he had one other place. Never did a butcher shop. I kind of want to go. I wanted to do it as I want to do, because I knew that me and him had a good relationship and the funniness that of the skits that I thought of that we can do. I said, we'll do once a week. We'll do a funny video, skit video. Other day of the week, we'll do a food video. And that's what we started doing. And we had our first video. We did the sauce versus gravy debate, and it blew up. It got like almost 3 million hits.
Wow.
Yeah. And then ever since,
I don't know why it's a debate, but it's still a debate.
It's still a debate.
Depends on where you live.
I know where my family stands, but
it depends on where you live.
Yeah.
And it's been history since. And like you said, it just makes going to work fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You know, he looks forward to Wednesdays.
Yeah.
The kid comes in every
Is
Wednesday
that what
morning.
it is?
Yeah,
Wednesdays?
every Wednesday morning.
Sometimes Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Well, it changes like, you know, the routine, right? We say the same thing with this, you know, ever since we've been doing it for the last year. It's nice. It's like every other Monday we come in. It's, you know, it takes you away from like the normal
great stories,
you know, the normal stuff, and it's fun. You get to meet new people.
Exactly.
Hear stories.
Right.
And like the most, like what you said is have fun with it.
Right.
Right. The more serious you are, the less authentic you'll come across as. And, you know, there's a lot of people trying to do what you guys do now and replicate you guys, Anthony. It's like almost almost overkill.
Right.
But it's you could see like they're trying too hard.
Right.
You know, where Anthony, it's like
It just comes. It just comes. And you know what? Same with Anthony, and I know from our experience, the stuff that we think of, 95% of it actually happens in the store.
Yeah,
little Italian ladies come in. I'm not like this genius writer coming up with all these things.
Typing in AI.
It happens in the shop. I look at Artie. I'm like, that's going in the phone. It goes in the phone. And then when the kid comes to film, I'm like, you know what? We got this idea for this. We just come up with a couple lines that we got to say, and then that's it.
Cool. Artie, could you have ever imagined, you know, I guess, you know, being of an older generation, if you will, doing anything like this inside the craft that you know?
It changed a lot. It changed me a lot. You know, I get a lot of people everywhere I go. That's the guy with the video. I love your videos. You know, they want to take pictures. I take pictures with them.
Yeah.
And I joke around with them. $5 single, $15 for double. I give them my autograph. They start cracking up. Everywhere I go. People come in the store.
He hasn't paid for a meal in 2 years.
No, I go to pizzerias or I go to restaurants. Hey, I love your videos. Either they give me a dessert for free, or they just I go to pizzeria, they 2 slices and a soda. They don't worry about it. It's on me.
And you said you live in New Jersey.
New Jersey, yeah.
And, you know, New Jersey and New York, they're right there. But how cool is that people recognize you in a fun way?
Yeah, I mean, I got people in Jersey that recognize me too. I got people when I go upstate. I go to my doctor's upstate. Hey, I love your videos. I go to Walmart to go get some things before I go home. I say, hey, I love your videos. It's all over, everywhere you go, everywhere. I mean, it's a good feeling. Yeah. Then you got people coming into the store. They want to take pictures with you. Then you have these little kids come in. They want to take pictures. That's why I turn around and tell them, I said, Joe, I said, thank God. That's why we don't do a lot of cursing. 95% of the time we don't curse. So you see, you have 5-year-olds, 7-year-olds come in. They want to take pictures because they watch it.
Right.
Yeah, so, little.
It's a good feeling.
Two little girls that came in with their mom.
Yeah.
And like, they love your videos. Can you guys please take a picture with them?
Yeah.
They were small. They were like maybe 5-6 years old. It's crazy.
Funny, right?
Yeah.
And it's so wild that, you know, you take a picture like that, and if you posted that publicity is just outrageous. It's real.
It's crazy. Yeah. Well, even people, we have a lot of people that watch us from Canada. A lot of
Toronto,
they come in. They'll come here for vacation. go to JFK, they make the cab stop at the store.
Really?
Come take a picture, come get a sandwich, and then they go. And they
nothing
tell us
better
the
than
whole,
that.
From all over,
it's from all
Florida,
over.
California. They all want to come to the store. Georgia, Atlanta, they all want to come. We see your videos. I had this one guy turn around. He came to the store. He says he was on the plane and somebody was next to him was laughing, and he knew the person who it was, and they were looking at the videos. They said, "Oh, that's my butcher." Me and him, they were laughing because they saw the videos.
My butcher, not my doctor.
My butcher.
That's
a good feeling.
Testimonial right there.
Yeah.
Do you keep these pictures, or are they just in the phone?
Most of them are they take the pictures and then they repost it.
Gotcha.
For us.
Yeah, that'd be cool if you had like a hard copy of it.
Right,
and start
of
to
everybody.
build like a billboard of where they came from.
Or even the merch is crazy too. Like when we started, I was making like funny shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you sell the shirts?
I sell the shirts on the
hats.
merch website. The hats, these hats, these shirts. Like
As I sit across you, I'm trying to figure out the logo. It looks a little.
Sicily.
Oh,
That's the Sicilian logo without the Medusa head in the middle.
Gotcha. It looks a little like
little
legs.
weird.
Yeah, gotcha. I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, what the hell is
What
that?
is that?
Got it. That's cool. So people buy merch.
People buying the merch, and like I think about it, like when my dad started this place in the 80s or 90s, like if I would tell him, I want to make a couple more shirts, people probably buy it. I'm like, you're crazy. Who's gonna buy a shirt from a
Dumb
butcher
idea.
shop?
Usually it's
And
you're
now-
fighting with the employees because they
Yeah,
want
'cause
free
they-
shirts,
right.
and you just paid $20 a
Right.
shirt, and they don't care about it.
Yep, but now, I mean,
Now
this
now
younger
it's a revenue
generation, they
source,
see
not
on
an
TikTok and
expense.
they'll message you, oh, where can I buy a shirt? Where can I buy this hat? Or it's pretty crazy.
That's cool.
Have you
Yeah.
been able to like figure out like the ROI of on doing the social media? Like, has business increased from it? Is it because a lot of guys will say, and even in conversations that we have, yeah, the social media presence is great, and there's people from all over the country, the world that are watching the videos, but you know, at the end of the day, you're doing it, but it's also like, are we bringing in more business because of it?
I 100%. It has brought in more business, and even the branching off of what we wouldn't have had with the shipping around the country without social media. That other side of the business
Wouldn't even
exist. Yeah, and I always said, like, kind of when you're running a business like this, if I could make money while I'm asleep, it'd be great. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, look at my phone, 6 new orders going out. So you know, that's the best feeling.
Yeah. Has a portion of your business is catering?
Yes.
Local catering?
Yeah.
And I mean, the social media definitely drives that. And what kind of offering do you have? Like, can you go out and do someone's backyard party or that?
No, we stuck away from that. We just do the normal catering, 6 Foot Heroes, salads, all the prepared hot foods, right?
Prepared foods. And do you sell prepared foods every day in the
Every
store?
day, yeah,
Gotcha.
every day.
That's a dynamic that I guess your father's business did not have, or you.
No, and in '99 when he took over that second space,
It did.
that's when we started.
Got it.
Yeah, that's
Got
when
it.
we started.
And
doing
then
all
you
that.
guys have expanded it
Right.
since. Got it.
Does that change that menu on a constant basis? For
my
the most
my
part,
normal
or
catering menu changes. We always do specials daily, so
like the prepared stuff?
foods and like if you would see on our social, every month I come up with a new sandwich. So that month we'll rock out that sandwich. If people love it, it stays on the menu and it's never going away. So
Speaking of sandwiches,
you know what? One of the best sellers is in there, the chicken one. It's
oh, it's about 40 pounds. What did you guys bring today?
so one of them is our Italian.
Is that a whole hero or is that a sandwich?
That's a whole loaf. One of them is the Italian hero that we offer at the shop. The other one is one of our better selling heroes. It's the NYPD. It's a chicken with
No joke.
prosciutto.
It's got to be about 8 pounds. 10
8-pound
pounds.
sandwich.
So, Joe, what was this one?
I think that one's the bigger one. That's the NYPD.
NYPD.
Yeah. That's chicken cutlet, prosciutto, fresh mozzarella, arugula, and some balsamic glaze.
Anybody want to try?
It's cut in 3 pieces.
Yeah. You gonna have some money, Rob?
No.
Joe?
What was
I'm
the,
good,
What was,
thank
the, what was the video I was just watching that you
Sure.
did? How many pieces do you want to cut?
Oh,
in?
yeah, cut it in
8 or 4.
That actually, some of these videos you think of and you think for 2 or 3 days this video's gonna kill. You put so
some
much
don't.
and they stink. That video I thought of that morning on the way to work,
Yeah.
and it worked, and it blew up. That one I think was like 3 million on Instagram, 4 million on TikTok. It's pretty wild.
Wow.
Look at that. So what's on here, guys?
That's
chicken cutlet.
Chicken cutlet, prosciutto, fresh mozzarella, arugula, and sun-dried peppers.
Very nice. You can't have any of it.
Good.
Guys, I know Rob's going.
He went to go get a knife and a fork and
He's
a
ready to
plate,
go.
probably. How's like portion control and diets and whatnot kind of changed a lot of what you do?
Well, we actually offer now a menu with meal prep for people that go to gyms and stuff like that. We do grilled chicken,
keto and
yeah,
like
all that.
these-
No breading, none of that stuff. So that's
This sandwich here. This is the.
that one's the Italian. That's
Italian.
mortadella, prosciutto, sopressata, sun-dried peppers, arugula.
How's like also just I guess leaning in on that, just
Rob, you gonna have some?
the education of the consumer, like knowing more about meats and in
Right.
general, like where's it coming from, what grade, grass fed, all the different
I think after Food Network helped us a lot with that because we were always, before social media, we were always trying to convey that message of you have 5 different grades of meat. This one's from Italy. This one says product of Italy, but it's not really from there. It's just a product that they bring in and then they cook it here. So that's something also that I've been trying to push on the social. Like somebody comes in and says, give me half a pound of mortadella. Well, I have 4 different kinds of mortadella. You could try all 4 if you want, and you tell me you're gonna taste the difference.
Yeah.
You got the domestic. You have one from Italy, which is a lower grade, and then you got 2 top of the line stuff that you're like, wow, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of educating them also in the process of everything.
That's a killer sandwich.
Good.
Yeah. The bread. Do you guys work with a local
Work
baker?
with local bakeries. I'm very big on let the bakers bake and let us do our
I
thing.
know you did a post on that.
I did
recently.
a post on that post came because of St. Joseph Pastries. This year, more than any other year, I have seen places who have no business baking pastries. I'm like, all of a sudden, everybody's a baker. Like, let the bakers bake. You do what you do. Sell your steaks, sell your sandwiches. Let them do their thing. We do our thing. And that's that old school feel too. Like you go to the butcher, you go to the deli, you go to the fruit store. Like, why does it have to be in one spot and everything sucks?
Okay.
Go to everybody who has their good stuff and make your stops. I mean, I know it'll kill your day, yes, because you have to go to 4 different spots, but I don't know. I like that. Making a relationship with everybody, go where they have good stuff.
Yeah. Joe, any plans for other locations? I know you live on Long Island.
Right.
You drive into Queens every day.
Right.
Rough, give or take. But any other plans for expansion?
I do want to open something up out here. Kind of in the process right now of looking. A little tougher out here than it is in Queens, rent-wise, which is crazy. You would think that the city would be the rents and the buildings would be more, but that's not the case. Out here on Long Island, I feel like the rents are astronomical, and it's pretty crazy.
Plus in Queens, do you have as many of like I don't want to say not supermarkets, but like more of the specialty supermarkets of whether it's like the Uncle Giuseppe's of the world, Ivorone, like.
No, we still have we have our supermarkets, but they're not like Italian based. Like if you're gonna go to a Italian shop in Queens and Brooklyn, it's gonna be an old school shop like us and guys who've
Do you
been
find
there
there's
for a
just
while.
more quantity of those compared to what there is here on the island versus like you have your regular butcher shops, I feel like, but now you have these mid or like butcher shops on steroids, which
Right.
some of these places
Rob,
are.
you gonna try the other one?
I'm kind of for the old school small shops. These places out here, I mean, listen, they could do things good. I just think that how do you have so much and specialize in so much, but you don't say like somebody doesn't go to an Uncle Giuseppe's or a big spot like this and like, oh, you gotta have this. This is unbelievable. Like, it's just okay.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
At the chicken one?
Yeah.
That's
This is the NYPD.
NYPD. That one we actually made for We did a fundraiser when
Diller?
For Diller, yes. When the
Jonathan Diller.
Jonathan Diller's for his wife, we were donating $5 for every sandwich, and that sandwich.
You sell a lot of them.
We sell a lot of those. That's everybody still loves that sandwich.
Yeah, may he rest in peace. Wow. And this is still on the menu.
Still on the menu. Yeah.
How does food costs come into play? Of just, prices are increasing, whether it's from your chicken gun, like that sandwich probably costs a lot to make.
Yeah, it's
the price point of what consumers are willing to pay for a sandwich.
It's tough because I don't like to carry anything in the shop that's a lower grade. So we only carry Bell & Evans all natural chicken in the shop. The cost is a lot more. And again, you have to explain to the people, well, it's going to be $12 sandwich up the block because they're using crap.
Yeah.
We're using the good stuff here. This is what it is. But it's tough to, to justify. You're gonna pay $15. Some people come in like $15 for a sandwich. Like, what are you doing? Taste it.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Taste
say,
it.
It's a huge sandwich.
That's it.
We make them big, yeah.
Yeah. Taste the sandwich. You'll see. And pricing right now, especially stuff from Italy with all these tariffs and all this other crap. It's expensive. It's expensive, but.
Yeah, but like I think one of the guys we had on last year, he goes, you go out to a restaurant, you order to go to a butcher. The only time you ever question the price is when you don't think it's good.
Right.
Right. When it's good, you never know what the price is.
Right.
You go to, you'll only look at the menu or the bill when when you feel like you aren't
But you get
satisfied.
When you make sandwiches, you get quality stuff. You get all quality stuff. All Boar's Head cold cuts.
Yeah.
There's no cheap ham in there. No cheap cold cuts we put in there.
Yeah.
Everything is top of the line. Boar's Head stuff. Like you said, chicken cutlets, the meatballs, veal parmesan. We use quality stuff. So you're getting quality stuff. You pay a little more, but you're getting quality stuff. You're gonna eat good. Same thing with our meats. Our meats. If you go to the local supermarkets, we sell black Angus prime meats. And we sell them cheaper than the supermarket does, and they sell choice meat.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, but they think it's too much money.
Yeah, you gotta educate.
How do you?
them.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you educate?
You have to educate them.
consumers on that.
Sometimes for the holidays we get holiday customers, right? People want to go to the butcher shop. They want to impress. They got 15 people coming over the house, and then they'll question something on the price of a roast. So I tell them, yes, you could go to Costco and get that same kind of roast for $4 cheaper a pound. Try this. If you in your mind say that mine is not better than what you had bought at Costco, come back on Monday and I'll give you your money back. They never come back. Yeah. They never come back to say
because
they'll come back to buy more.
That's accurate,
right?
I've said this, over other guests, like there's a difference.
Yes.
And even you brought up Uncle Giuseppe's. There's one in Massapequa. It's not the same as the local butcher. Right. It's just not.
Just mass-produced stuff and.
Plus, the local butchers, you talk to the customers, they become like part of the family.
Right.
You go to these supermarkets, they don't care who you are. You're just a number. You buy your stuff, you get on the line, you pay, and you leave.
And get out.
We talk to people.
It's
we
also the
give them coffee.
Reputation aspect. Like we deal with our business. Like my clients, they'll either cancel or quit or complain, and to a big company, they're just like,
right.
It'll just funnel into the thousands of other reviews that go into
us,
it.
it hurts.
To us, it's a big, it's the same thing. It's
you take it personal because you care.
Right.
Yeah. You give them coffee in the morning, give them a couple of espresso. You make them feel good. You treat the customer like a customer's supposed to be treated.
What time does the shop open?
We're 8 to 6 every day, except for Sundays. We're 8 to 2.
So you serve breakfast as well?
We don't serve breakfast.
You're there preparing.
Yeah.
We would do breakfast, but the city that likes to do street cleaning in front of our shop, and you can't park there till 9:30, so that kind of kills your breakfast crowd.
Got it. Well, these sandwiches are fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably just drive to Queens to get a sandwich. I wouldn't even question the price.
Has social media helped with just the diversification of the area, of being able to attract, like you said earlier, some of those things that a certain culture might like that they don't know where to go, or they have to go to one of, I want to say, their specialty markets that you now have those things to try to...
I think social media helped. I mean, Italian food is good.
Yeah.
Okay. But social media made everybody absolutely love Italian food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what, you see these pizzerias, these Italian restaurants, Italian delis, everybody is trying to come up with new things because it's just attracting everybody to come in.
Yeah.
We have the reputation of Italians of being good cooks, so it's bringing every culture in.
Plus, you got people that come into the store. They say, "I lived in this neighborhood, like down the other side. We lived in this neighborhood. We didn't know you guys sold sandwiches." And they come in, they see the sandwiches, they see the store, and they come in every week now. They buy the lunch, they buy the meat, whatever they want for the house. So,
do you find also like, or let's just call it the other cultures that make up Queens and Brooklyn now, like that the fact that their kids are now second, third generation and have been like Americanized, watered down. Where, like I see it, like my wife's Puerto Rican, and my, like she has her certain dishes that they get. My kids are like, no way.
Right.
Believe it or not, we got a lot of Spanish people that come in.
Yeah.
We sell. They like beef steak. Sirloin steak.
Yep.
We have what's that other steak that the one like the
picanha.
The picanha. We have that. Yeah. So
pernil.
So we have a lot of Spanish people that come in.
What is it? What is it? Gizzards? They're big.
Chicken livers. They take. Yeah.
Yeah, you
So,
gotta
everybody.
cater to everybody.
Yeah, but then it's like quality, right?
Right.
Because you go to, Stop and Shop or whatever and get chicken. It's not
garbage.
It's
Right.
garbage.
Right.
I don't know how she eats it to begin with.
What about you may have said it before, tripe? People still look for that?
It makes it.
That's a delicacy,
He makes it
right?
the Italian way. Yeah, we make it the sauce, the peas, and the potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know what?
It's like that's an old school thing.
Yeah, the newer generation one. Like I bring it when I bring it home. My wife and both my kids, they just look at me like, "What the hell are you eating?" I make it at the shop and I'll bring it home to eat myself. I think that's something. Some things you could push people to try. The organs and the lining of the stomach. It's a little tougher to get people to eat that stuff.
Capuzzel, right?
Like capuzzel. Even we did a video 2 weeks ago. Pig's feet.
Pig feet, yeah. Pig feet.
That was the big thing growing up as kids. Always pig's feet in the sauce. Makes the sauce delicious because it's sweet. I go put a hoof in front of my kid. He'll throw it at me.
That's right out of the kitchen.
That's got to be a tough sell.
That's a tough sell.
Wow. You bring food home a lot?
My wife cooks, so I bring the meats home and she cooks everything.
Yeah. Yeah, she when his wife makes the gravy meat on Sunday,
Here it goes again.
she makes sure that on Monday I have a half a tray for me. So I know Monday I'm going to get half a tray of gravy meat with pasta.
So
and you said it again, the gravy meat.
Yeah. We know where you
They
stand
know
on
what
the
Artie
gravy.
stands. He's a Brooklyn Italian, so a lot of the Brooklyn Italians.
No, because every time she orders the meat, she goes, "Make sure you give me a little extra. I'll make a nice dish for you." I always get that half a tray on Monday.
It doesn't make it till Monday lunch. You eat it Monday breakfast.
Yeah. Something when he brings, I eat it cold too. As soon as he brings it in, I start eating it cold.
I believe it.
If it's good.
Joe, your
doesn't
wife's
matter
Italian?
My wife is Italian. She's second generation. Yeah, so it's more Americanized, but she's still, we both try to keep those old school traditions and, like the Sundays.
Is the shop open Sunday?
Shop is open till 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
That was before we started. We were saying that like it used to be Sunday was a family day. Now, if you don't open Sundays, you're not going to do any business. People shop Saturdays and Sundays. Right. Back in the day, it was Fridays and Saturdays, and a lot of the women stood home and took care of the kids and did everything during the week, so they would shop during the week. Now it's totally different. Yeah. Your busy days are Saturday, Sunday, so you have to open up. But we try to keep gotta be home for dinner. We're all gonna eat as a family. We gotta cook, and on Sundays you're gonna have that big Sunday dinner. You're gonna invite your grandmother over and your aunts and your uncles.
Now it's last minute. I mean, while I was driving here, I was on the phone with my wife, and it's like, who's picking up? Who's dropping off? What are we doing for dinner?
What do we do? Right.
Who's gonna stop at the butcher?
Right.
Because you buy something at the supermarket. Odds are you end up not cooking it the day that you wanted to, and now you're like looking at it, you're like, is it good?
Is it still good? Right.
So it's like but it's like almost going back to what you were saying earlier of how you used to shop. It would be like, all right, I'm going today to buy for tonight or for tomorrow.
Right.
I feel like in my household, that is like way more prevalent than it used to be, just because like we're on the go a lot.
Right.
So it gives us the opportunity just to be like, this is what we want.
This is what we're gonna have.
Like freezing meat. Like I never do it, because I'm like, I can't think far enough ahead of when to defrost it.
See, and that's a big difference. Back in the day, on a Saturday, they used to come in, give me half a side of beef. So that whole half a side of beef, you're getting chicken cutlet, you're getting steaks, you're getting chopped meat, you're getting all different cuts from that half a side of beef, and they would freeze everything. Okay, we know what we're eating all the week, and they would take it out. Now I go through the same thing. I got 2 kids in hockey, and some nights you're like, oh shit, it's 9 o'clock. What the hell are we gonna eat? Like, what are we doing here? You know, so it gets crazy, but
that's why. He just said it. That's why you got the invite for the hockey, because so Joe and I we've crossed paths a lot of times, and then every time originally I'm like, that's not him, because I used to see on the social media, I'm like, that's not. Then I looked and I literally like had my phone up and I was like, I'm gonna just say something to him. And sure enough, yeah. So you know you live the jokingly the pain of what it's like to have kids in travel hockey, and it's a lot.
It's a lot.
How do you balance that? Your wife.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of splitting time. Yeah, now it's divide and conquer. My younger one just started. He was 7 when he started, so it was a little easier before he was on a travel team because we would just take him also and we would go as a family. Now it's this year was the first year. She was in Pennsylvania. I was in Rhode Island.
How do you manage that and try to run the business? I mean, obviously,
I got good guys.
You have Artie and a team.
Yeah, I got a good team. I got Artie's.
That's why he gets Monday trays.
Yeah, well, that's
why he gets the pasta.
That's the award I get. That's why I stay in the store. Don't worry about it.
Bonus.
Just go do what you got to do. Take care of your wife and your kids. Have a good time.
Yeah, I got
anything happens, I take care of it. When he comes in the next day, I tell him what happened, or whatever has to be taken care of, and that's it. Try to give him a peace of mind that he don't have to worry about what's going on in the store.
That's nice.
So this way he can focus on his family and his kids.
Yeah, I got 14 guys working at the shop, and 11 of them have been with me for over 10 years.
Oh wow!
So I got a good crew. You need a good crew in order not only succeed, but you need a good crew if you gotta do the stuff with the family. You need somebody to watch your back, and these guys, they're good. They're good to me.
Nice. And you're friendly with Joe Rizzo, right?
Yes.
Is he just a friend of yours? Not just a hockey guy, but
no, I know Joe for over 20. I know Joe from when we used to party back in the day. So that was a long time ago. Yeah.
You could talk about it.
He may not want you
He may not want me to.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe. He's awesome. I mean, like salt of the earth, type of guy.
Oh yeah, Joe's good people.
I'm sure along the way you've met great families, and just getting started with the hockey.
Oh yeah,
but, definitely have a liking of mine. Being a hockey guy. So it's probably like this guy likes hockey people.
I got 2 girls that really aren't into sports too much. So I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse.
I think it's a blessing.
I said my daughter played CYO volleyball and had a game last night at like 7:30. And my wife, who was like no sports, grew up in Brooklyn, Spanish, like they didn't play sports.
Right.
She's like, how dare they schedule a game at 7:45 on Sunday?
What part of Brooklyn she grew up in?
Like Ozone Park area.
Oh, okay.
Like in Queens,
right.
and then was Brooklyn over by like right in the area of like Don Pep's over there.
Okay. Right.
So she kind of
good clams over there.
Oh yeah.
Best big clams I ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys? I mean, obviously you have fun along the way, and we were talking about that. But when you get some downtime out of the shop, what do you guys like to do?
Watch hockey.
I like to go out. I go hang out. Sometimes I hang out with my brother. Or, I'll go out, take a girl out to dinner. Because I'm divorced. So I'm divorced 20 years.
Well, you said it wrong this time. You always say it differently.
Yeah.
What do you say when you're divorced? I'm happily divorced.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I'm happily divorced. Happily divorced. If I have 2 beautiful daughters, one's 37, one's 32.
What do they do, Artie?
Well, the young one, she's in North Carolina. She was in the Navy. She retired. But now she stays home, take care of the kids. And then my other one was a nurse at a Garnet Hospital in Middletown, New York.
Okay.
But now she has her own, it's like a liposuction business.
Okay.
That she has in Paramus. So
nice.
So that's what she does.
She lives pretty close.
She lives in Paramus. Yes, not too far from me. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So and that's it. I go out. I find things to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll go to the beach. I like going to the beach. Take a ride to the city.
In Jersey.
Yeah. Pick up some friends. Go to the city. I go to Brooklyn sometimes. I go hang out with some friends. I find things to do.
You go onto dating apps?
Now that you're on social media,
I'd rather find them out. I'd rather find them out, face to face.
They just like DM.
I had one experience with one girl on one of those apps, and
they probably just DM.
I don't know what I said to her. All I know is like we were talking for like 5 days. I said, okay, I'll pick you up because I said, I'll pick you up. We're going to the city. We'll go to a nice restaurant. We'll have dinner. I said, I'll have a nice bottle of wine. The first thing she turned around and says, she goes, I'm 60 days sober. I said, I'm sorry. I said, get something else. You get water or soda. And she said, don't even bother calling me no more. That's what the hell did I do?
Right. Wow.
How dare you to know?
I figured I'll find them. I have no problem finding them out.
You got to do a
myself.
video about that you're happily divorced.
Yeah.
And you're going to get all these women that are probably going to feed the
I got people that come in the store when I'm banging the chicken collars. They say, huh?
I didn't know where that was going.
No, I'm banging the chicken collars. I said, I'm thinking of my ex-wife while I'm doing it.
Yeah, I didn't know where that was going. Make sure you're rolling, man.
I know she's probably going to kill me if she sees it, but I don't care.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I like to have fun, man. And plus, I have a lot of fun with him. I like have fun in the store.
That's great.
So,
Nice. Is the store's open every day?
Every day,
yeah.
7 days.
Yeah.
7 days.
When the holidays come, that's the time. Right?
Yeah, holidays, crunch time.
yeah.
Christmas is a little rough. Christmas, we live in the store.
Yeah.
COVID was rough.
Yeah, that's the only time I work. I work for the holidays. That's
Holidays.
it.
He's a
Rest
holiday
of the weeks I do nothing.
I keep you there for your good
He tells
looks.
me, he goes, the money.
I see.
He goes, the money I pay. He goes, I throw it out the car window.
Light on fire.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you, Joe? What do you guys? I mean, obviously,
Hockey takes
there's
over.
a long
Like
season.
They say hockey is it's a winter sport. It's not. When you have kids in hockey, it's not a winter sport.
There's no
season
travel ice
support.
hockey.
Nah,
It's-
my younger guy starts spring today actually already, and the season just ended 2 weeks ago. So it takes over. But
Yeah.
we try to
Do you try to
split
get
it up.
away in the summer? To
get
do
away.
something?
We're gonna go to Italy this weekend. We're gonna
Nice.
this summer we're gonna go to Sicily. Try to take the family on a
That's
couple
where your
vacations.
family's from.
Sicily.
Sicily.
Yeah.
We're in Sicily.
My father was from Polizia Generosa, which is close to Palermo, and my mother's family was from Agrigento, which is a little more south.
Okay.
You'll be able to go for 2 weeks.
Not gonna do this for 10 days is the most
10
I could be.
days, gotcha.
I could be gone.
Got hockey.
And then he starts. Then he starts calling like crazy. So.
Hey, the last 2 years I got beat for my vacation. I usually take 3 weeks. I'm down to 1 week now. Nah, it's all fun.
Nice.
I get-
Artie, that chain, pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I've
thank
seen
you.
it on the clips.
Thank you.
You've had that for a long time?
I have it for about 10 years.
Nice.
Yeah, but the course I just bought 4 years ago.
He gets paid.
Okay.
He gets paid
Yeah,
too much.
I get
That's what
paid
that
too
tells
much.
you.
Yeah. I just went out and bought a new Rolex too.
I see that.
So that's the money he pays me. He's paying me good money.
Joe, you hired?
For doing nothing.
Like I said, he watches my back. I gotta give him the money, right?
That's it. But don't let nobody in the store know. 'Cause I figure-
Too late.
Mike
Too
and I
late
we
now?
were talking in the car last week about how like the gold now is
Oh, the price of gold.
crazy.
Yeah.
is
It actually dropped a little bit. It was higher than it was now.
It was like-
4,500 now, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 5,000.
It was 5 and change,
an
yeah.
ounce. Now, if it came down, but yeah, it's pretty impressive, Artie.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
If I could learn to bang out the chicken cullets
That's
too.
it.
that's it. Happily divorced.
That's it. Happily, very happily, yeah.
Joe, where do you see yourself, the business, 5 years, 10 years from now? You have two boys.
Two boys.
Maybe come in the business. Hard to say. You want better for them.
That's my hope, is that they come in. That's another reason why I would want to open up another shop. I got 2 boys.
Third
wanna
generation.
Want to have 2 shops. You want it? It's yours. You don't want it?
Do they come to work with you at all?
My younger guy actually loves to cook and loves to be in the kitchen. My older one comes, hangs out, doesn't really get the gist of it yet, but I told him he's going to be 12. I said, the summer of when you are 13, you're coming to work.
You got a job already.
You're coming to work. So tell all your friends, they're hanging out and this and that.
Camp
Couple days a week, you're coming to work. Not only for the learning the business, I think it's good in the social aspect of it.
Learn how to interact
How
with
are
people.
you? How's the family?
Sure.
Here's your change. Like just getting that part
Normal
of it.
life
normal
experience.
life.
Getting
Right.
away from in
Right.
front of the screen.
Right. I don't need you to, carry 300-pound boxes up and down the steps, but just get that part. Even if you don't come into the business, that's a part. Like socially, I think it's very important. Very important.
Nice. And your wife teaches what? She's a
She
school
was
teacher?
a history teacher.
Oh, and
she's
then-
not
you're
anymore.
right,
Now
that's
she's a
right,
stay-at-home
that's
mom.
right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. And she was local?
She was local in Queens. She was actually high school, and now she stopped when my little guys were born, and then that's it.
So why do you think your opinion is different from your dad's of wanting the kids versus not wanting the kids to come into the business?
I seen a lot of kids that I was in school with, graduated school with a ton of debt, and they're still in debt. Or some of them wasted all that money to go to school, started a job, absolutely hated it, and now they work in sanitation. To me, just looking at it, these sanitation jobs, these trade jobs,
now they're becoming more popular.
Yeah, you need them. And you know what? You can make a good living.
The richest guys I know are plumbers and electricians.
Yeah. It's, plumbers and electricians charge nowadays. It's unbelievable.
Trust me, I mean, we see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What on technology, but not like social media, have you advanced where the early days of you taking over as far as like POS systems and all that?
Yeah.
And has that changed your business a lot? Do you utilize it?
We do utilize it. Like the orders that come in on the iPads and everything that goes through the system. Like I'll be sitting when we leave here now, I'll have all the orders come up. Like there'll be sometimes at nighttime where an order will come in late, and you have to order bread for that. Thank God for it, because people place the order, and I could call the bakery, hey, I need a 6-foot hero, because everything comes through the phone. So if there's ever an issue, I just go to the phone, pull up the order. Okay, this is the one you're talking about. Or if somebody says, okay, I was missing this, and then I could go back to the guys and tell them, okay, it happened at this time through this. Everything is linked now.
Right.
Your POS and your iPad app ordering and the cameras, everything is linked. So once that comes up,
is your staff comfortable with that too? Like,
yeah, they're good with it. It's
the
mainly
the cameras.
There
There's 20 cameras in that store. 19 facing me. I feel the burning sensation.
Artie, I wonder why.
I feel the burning sensation.
They're good with it. They learned how.
They learned it, right?
They learned.
They don't know, right?
Yeah.
There was no.
No, it was all paper.
You wrote on the
He's
paper,
the wrong
right?
guy. He stays away from that iPad like it's got a disease.
That's a part.
I don't take this paper. It would be pull, rip, and then just
right on
everything on
wall.
paper. Yeah.
So now
on
it's.
paper.
But I have a few guys that they're comfortable. Like Chris, they're all comfortable with it now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, look, they have no choice.
they got no choice because he's not gonna do it. So
because I mean, in your business, you have to be pretty on top of like, how much do I need to order, right? Like when you're going from year to year, you go from Christmas to Christmas to like, all right, how much lamb did we order last year? How many orders did now you could be like, well, let me go look.
Yeah.
Right.
That's,
Where it used to be like,
I just did that
have to go off memory.
For the
sometimes
Easter,
it's
for the baby lambs. That's still a big thing in the Italian community, and I couldn't for the life of me remember how many baby lambs I ordered last year. Went onto my computer, pulled up the Excel sheet that printed out from the POS from last year. Boom, there it is.
Exactly what you need.
Yep.
So
Nice.
Ties it all together.
You guys are certainly making it fun. Continued success to you guys, and keep at it. The social media is a lot of fun to watch, and I don't know, maybe someday we could come visit you and do something together.
100%.
Just
100%.
Have some laughs. So.
That's it.
Maybe we could pound
Pound out the chicken colors with Artie.
Show us how
Somebody X. That's all.
Let's go.
But we appreciate you guys coming on. Appreciate the story.
Appreciate
and,
you guys.
Thank you for having us.
It's been fun, and these sandwiches are outrageous. So come check out the guys at Mario's Meats and have some fun along the way.
That's it. It's all fun.
This episode of Staying Hungry is brought to you by Vincent's Clam Bar, the maker of Vincent's Sauce, a Long Island institution for over 40 years.
Varieties include vodka sauce, tomato sauce in mild, medium, and hot, and marinara. These bold flavors can be purchased at the restaurant or at local retailers, including Walmart.
Restaurant quality, straight from the jar.